Hello, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be giving some tips on how to do a live drawing. So before we proceed, let me quickly talk on the materials I'm using for this sketch. Here I'm using a general charcoal pencil on a chipboard paper. You might be wondering why chipboard paper when we have different kind of papers like Strathmore paper, Pelican paper and various kind of papers. I prefer chipboard paper because it is very textured. This implies my general charcoal pencil can easily write on the chipboard paper. Please be informed that general charcoal pencil is not meant for sketching. That's if you are having difficulty in getting the proportion right. It is not advisable to use a general charcoal pencil because when you use a general charcoal pencil and you did not get the proportion right, you start cleaning and that will make your paper look messy. The paper will look rough, and which is not good for the art. So the right pencil for sketching is HB pencil or a layout pencil, which eraser can easily erase from the paper. Please take note of that. And also, please, before starting a live drawing, you don't just carry your pencil and start drawing the muse immediately. The first thing you do is to observe your muse. Observation is very important. Observe the facial features of your muse, the shape of the nose, the shape of the eye and the shape of the mouth, and also of course the expression. It is very important in getting the proportion right. And also it is very important to draw what you see. This is one of the rules of doing a live drawing. In our previous video, I talked about how I usually do my sketch. I prefer to do my sketch from the eye down to the nose and of course to the mouth and the expression before doing the side of the head. So but in art we do not have rules. There is no rules that governs you on how to do your drawing. You can start from wherever that pleases you. For me, I prefer to start my drawing from the eye down to the nose, the mouth, and before doing the side of the head. Also, while doing a live drawing, you need to be very fast with your sketch. Just be very fast with your sketch. Within 5 minutes, I think you should be done with the sketch. And also, do not use eraser. By using eraser, you are giving the drawing a room to play trick with your head. What do I mean by that? Like, you look at the drawing and it looks as if it does not look like the reference picture or wherever you are drawing. That's when you keep using eraser. But if you do not use eraser, then you will see that the sketch will definitely looks like whoever you are drawing. So but you need to be fast with it. And also, before you shade after a sketch, ensure that whoever you are drawing looks like what you actually sketch, because a sketch is just like a foundation. If the foundation is faulty, definitely the building or whatever you are constructing will not be nice. So you actually need time to do the sketch very well. The sketch serves as the foundation of it. So in order not to do a nonsense, although in art there is no nonsense, but in order to get the resemblance of whoever or whatever so you are trying to sketch. Now I'm trying to do the neck area, to get the proportion very well. Color of the clothes, as you can see. Now the neck. Just have to be very fast. Just have to be very fast with your sketch. So after doing the sketch, the next thing is to take your hard brush to blend the whatever you've sketched. Now as you can see, I'm using the hard brush to blend my sketch so that when I start applying the charcoal dust on it, it won't it won't wipe off my sketch. Now in applying the charcoal dust, I'm using a foam to apply the charcoal on the paper, on the sketch rather. So the pencil I'm using, the dust I'm using rather, is a general charcoal dust. In our previous video, I said if you want to do your shading, it is very advisable to start from the dark. Then move to the lighter part of it. Some artists prefer to use brushes to carry their charcoal powder on the paper, that is to spread the charcoal powder on the paper, but I prefer to use a foam because it really works very well for me. You know, in doing art, always use what works very well for you. You understand? So don't imitate others, just use what works very well for you. So I prefer to use a foam. As you can see, it actually spread the charcoal dust very well on the paper. And while using the foam to shade, always observe the shadow part of it, the midtone and the highlights while shading. You know, it is very, very important. Now why it's important is that once you observe the shadow, the midtone and the highlights, your works will not be flat while shading. Now this is a angle brush, so now I want to use the angle brush to apply charcoal directly on the paper, you know, to detail it more, to build up the layers. The angle brush is very, very good in detailing, like in adding layers, to build up a layer of a shading, because it does not spread the charcoal pencil, the charcoal powder rather, to wherever you do not want it to go to. As you can see, the angle brush is very precise and it does whatever you want it to do for you. Now that's the expression. Now the expression is very, very important in a drawing. From the expression, the resemblance will come out, and whoever you are drawing will see his or herself properly. And now I'm trying to do the highlighting. So in doing an highlight, I prefer to use eraser, normal eraser or the traditional eraser. You all know the eraser for school children. It is very, very good in creating highlights. And here I blend with my finger. In a previous video, I said it is not nice to blend with finger if your hand is oily. Instead of using your hand to blend, use a tissue paper to do your blending. And now the next thing to do is to use my traditional eraser to create an highlight on the eye. As you can see, also an highlight on the nose, the cheek, the lips, and the chin. So in an individual, those are the places you see highlights. Now let's focus on the hair. I'm applying a general charcoal pencil to the edges of the hair, not to demarcate it from the skin, while using a charcoal bar, general charcoal bar, to shade the hair directly, as you can see. And now I blend with my finger. Like I said before, please, it's not advisable to blend with your finger if your hand is oily. It might ruin your work. So instead of blending with your finger, always blend with a very hard brush if you want to blend a very, very darker part of your drawing. Always use a hard brush. Thank you so much for staying tuned. I'll be in the comment section to attend to your various questions on either the material or on how to improve on this video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. God bless you. See you next week.